Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here and welcome back to another Aether Gazer video. Today we're going to talk about the skill introduction for S-Rank Verthandi, as well as take a look at a few spicy ultimate skill chains, and we're going to talk about what they do as well. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video, hopefully get some value from it. Now we did talk about her skills a bit over in my last video. I'll have it linked at the end of this one if you want to go and check it out. But we do have the introduction. Now remember, this is always a high overview. It doesn't go much into detail. It's just to give you like a brief idea of what to expect when it comes to S-Rank Verthandi, which I believe is going to be dropping on December 3rd if I'm not mistaken. But let's take a look at skill 1. Flash of Brilliance deals light damage during skill action. This skill is replaced by Flash. That's that like derivative that we talked about in the last video, and if Flash is not unleashed within a short period of time, it'll be replaced by Brilliance in turn. So it does appear as if there is a time window or a time frame that you do have to go ahead and do that derivative skill. If not, it's going to turn into Brilliance. So moving on to skill 2, Ripple of Fate deals light damage during skill action. The skill is replaced by Destiny, and if Destiny is not unleashed within a short period of time, it'll be replaced by Choice in turn. So very much like skill 1, skill 2, it's a timing thing. You just got to make sure you press it in time. So that's pretty cool because it leads to, you know, some skill that you have to have with this modifier. It's not just mashing. You're gonna have to time these skills. Now skill 3, Slash of Conviction, that's a pretty cool name, I'm not gonna lie, may only be used when Daybreak is at max, which I believe is the bar above the health if I'm not mistaken. Deals light damage and enters decision state, and also resets the cooldowns of Flash, Brilliance, and Ripple of Fate. That's actually a really cool skill 3. So you can only do this when that bar is max, and then it's going to deal light damage, and you're going to enter decision state, and it also resets the cooldowns of Flash. Okay, so it's going to reset the cooldown of skill 1 and skill 2, which can lead to you doing some high damage numbers. So you're definitely wanting to play S-Rank Verthandi in a very, I don't want to say methodical way, but kind of, just because you have skill 1 and skill 2 that have timing. You have skill 3 that can only use at a certain time, and if you do, that is going to reset your skill 1 and skill 2. For me, this is very reminiscent of like Gung Chen, where if you do the skill 3, it resets skill 1 and skill 2. Here's the thing though, like to get the most damage output, for example with Gung Chen, like if you're getting close to your cooldown on skill 1 and skill 2, you may want to wait to do the skill 3. So for example, if you only have it a second or two left on your skill 1 or skill 2, wait till that cooldown's done, do skill 1, do skill 2, they're on cooldown, then do your skill 3. So that way you can do your skill 1 and skill 2 again. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. And I'll do a full, you know, guide breakdown gameplay of S-Rank Verthandi when she drops. I'm sure there's a lot of good content creators that already have gameplay on her. For example, just the top of my head, Zaki Senpai, Zerdy's one. Gilgamesh probably has one. I'm probably missing a few others that probably have gameplay on her, but those are just a few that come to my mind right off the bat. So you could take a look at their gameplays and you get an idea beforehand. But I'll definitely do my own video once I obtain S-Rank Verthandi. Anyways, moving on to the ultimate skill chain, Resolve of the Moment deals light damage, hits a landed on enemy, increases the light damage dealt by all members of the team, as well as increase the mod index multiplier for the current ultimate skill attack. Okay, so that's actually really good. Obviously she's going to be a fantastic pairing with Hera, and we'll see because of the ultimate skill chain, but also light damage. So I could think of a rank Heimdall would be good with her as well, because of her being light and buffing and all that good stuff. So that's really good. I want to take a look at her preferred team actually. Let me go and take a look at that real quick. Okay, so taking a look at this website here, they have S-Rank Verthandi, Hera, and Ling Wang. I mean, that actually makes sense. That's going to be a really strong team. But once again, if you don't have Ling Wang or Hera for whatever reason, I think A rank Heimdall is going to be a very nice slot in here as an alternative. So that's definitely something that you can look at. I mean, you could do Lu Wu if you wanted to, once again, just for light reasons, but it just wouldn't be cohesive because you're wanting to buff S-Rank Verthandi as much as possible because she's going to be the main DPS, right? You put Lu Wu in there, it's going to kind of break things up a little bit. Is going to be a little weird. Like, you're going to want to ultra giga buff your S-Rank Verthandi, so having these two buffers makes sense. But once again, I think A rank Heimdall would be a pretty decent alternative to have there if you don't have one of those two for whatever reason. So keep that in mind. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the ultimate skill chain right here. Now this is going to be S rank for Verthandi and Hera. Once again, this is going to be her ideal pairing, her perfect pairing. First and foremost, the ultimate skill chain looks incredible. Like, that's one of the best ultimate skill chains I've seen in the game to date. It just looks, yeah, it looks really, really good. So deals light damage equal to attack, and hits landed increases the light damage dealt by all team members. Once again, I think that's another reason why A rank Heimdall would do really good here, because she's going to get that buff as well. Increases the mod index multiplier for the current ultimate skill attack. Also increases the damage dealt by all members of the team. Okay, so all members of the team, that's also really, really solid. I wonder, you guys can let me know in the comments down below if that stacks, like light damage and then all damage. Restores all combat resources, all members of the team. That's incredible. And increases Dim Glare Verthandi's crit rate. That's insane. I gotta see like the details to this, but that's an insane ultimate skill chain. I wonder how much the crit rate is. Once again, you can let me know in the comments down below how much the crit rate is, because depending on how much the crit rate is, you can go really hard on the crit damage and really put up some incredible numbers, because you're doing light damage. Yeah, I mean, this is doing everything. Increasing light damage, increasing your index multiplier, so you can go with the Meninja. You're increasing just damage in general. You're restoring your combat resource. Yeah, this is, and then crit rate for S rank for Verthandi. This is an incredible ultimate skill chain. Incredible. And then you're getting giga buffed. Yeah, this skill chain is going to be insane. Anyways, moving on from there, the last thing I did want to go ahead and talk about, the ultimate skill chain for Shu and Thor we have here. So it's going to deal thunder damage. Well, really quickly, this is an incredible skill chain. I think all skill chains are fantastic. That's why, once again, I talked about this before, but I leave my skill chains on all the time, and that's just because Aether Gazer is fantastic with the ultimate skill chains, is what makes this game unique. So I always want to keep that on for that reason. But look at this skill chain. It's awesome. Anyways, deals thunder damage equal to a flow fly miss Shu attack. Landing a hit on an enemy increases combat resource gain rate of members of the team. Okay, every hit landed on the enemy with a normal attack increases crit damage by 25%. You can go hard on the crit rate. Crit damage buff expires at the same time as the combat resource buff. Okay, I don't know what that time is. We'll have to see the details. Also deals thunder damage equal to roaring thunder, Thor's attack. When Thor lands a hit while in thunder rage, all members of the team deal more skill damage and more thunder damage. That's pretty good. I mean, that's really, really solid. So that's something that you could utilize if you want to, especially for your thunder team, for, you know, things like testing. This would be really, really good, right? So anyways, those were all the things that I did want to go ahead and talk about in today's video, just going over the skill chain, going over the skill introduction. A lot of exciting things to look forward to here coming up very soon for Global Aether Gazer. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.